All right, so let's draw out three circles because we know that there's three different sets. Sunroof here. And we got a white car. And then here we get sports. Okay. And then here it says hint, some cars are not white, not sporty, and did not have a sunroof. Not white has to be out, excluding this, excluding white. Not sporty and then not sunroof, so it's none of them. So it has to be, there's a kind of big box that is outside of all of them. So we do have some number that is outside of the circle too. So don't forget that. We're gonna be helpful when we figure out the total cars in the parking lot. Now let me start writing things down. I'm going to kind of write out this information first because that's given without any tricks, right? There are 12 sports car and 8 white cars. That's for sure given. 12 sports and then 8 white. So let's write that out. Okay. I don't know how many cars, so I'm just gonna put n total and let's start going back and answer the questions or start writing down the information. First, it says, of all the cars in the parking lot, we just call it n, 1/6 of it has a sunroof. So 1/6 of the total has sunroof. Okay, so that's this one here, 1/6 has a sunroof. And then we have 2/5 of those with the sunroof are white. So 2/5 of not the total, but the sunroof are white. Because it's a sunroof and white. Now I'm going to do a little bit of algebra, cancel things out because this goes evenly. So I get 1 out of 15n basically are sunroof with sunroof and white. Okay, next. Half of, different color. Half of sports car are neither white nor with sunroof. Okay, half of what? Sports car. We know how many sports cars, so I'm gonna put 12, which is equal to 6. This is neither white nor sunroof. Neither white nor sunroof. Okay. So I'm gonna pause here, maybe start adding some on our circle. So we got some number. 6, where does 6 belong? This is neither white, so it's not white, so it has to be this one, nor sunroof. So it's not sunroof either, so nor sunroof. So it has to be this one. Because half of sports car, so it's from the sports car. So in other words, this is a sports, because half of sports. So sports that are not white and sunroof. There you go. That spot right there is a sports, neither white nor sunroof. So we write 6 here. Okay. So also that answers, let's go back and then start thinking. So we got this one. Let's keep going. What else? There's a lot more, right? We keep going. 1/4 of a white car had a sunroof, but not sports car. Okay, so let's write it out. 1/4 of white. We know how many. There are 8 white. So 1/4 of it, which is 2. This is white. Had sunroof. And not sports. So let's see if we can figure out where the green spot is. So white, sunroof, not sports. So it has to be this one. Right there. This is where white, sunroof, but not sports. That's 2. Done. Okay. All right. What else? There's one more information. Color coding pink. There are 11 sports cars which had no sunroof. So 11 sports and no sunroof. Okay. And then lastly, purple. Some cars were not white, not sporty, and did not have roof. Since that's this purple part. So there are some number outside of this one that will add up to total. Okay. Now let's go back and then figure out the pink one. So we have used this one here, right? And then the red one and green one. Let's do pink. Well, total. We know that sports car, there are total of 12 and 11 are sports and sunroof. So these two, that means there has to be one that are sports because we know that total has to be 12 and sunroof. Because if there's 11 sports and no sunroof and there are 12 total, well, this better be, let's use gray. Sports and sunroof, right? 1. So which part of the circle is sports? Here's sports. And sunroof has to be here. There is my 1. Okay. Well, technically, these two has to be equal to 1, right? But because this also is a sports and sunroof. But the only way 2 numbers add up to 1 is this has to be 0 in the middle, right? This is a sports and sunroof and there's only one of them. So this has to be the 0. That's the only way that will add up to 1. So that means this one here, because we know that total is a 12 sports car, 6 plus 1, that's a 7. 12 minus 7 has to be 5 right there. Okay, so we are getting some numbers filled in. So we got this. And then now let's go back and figure it out. This part is so let's talk about sunroof. We know this total is 1/6 of the total. Let's go to the yellow part. So we have used everything. So I'm kind of going in backward. We know 1/5 of a total has to be sunroof and white. Look, here's the sunroof and here's the white. 2 plus 0 is 2. So in other words, this part here has to be 1/15 and has to equal to 2. Because we know that these two are the part where it's a sunroof and white. So we can figure out the total. Multiplying 15 to get rid of 15, total has to be 30. That's a very good information. So I can also answer this question. How many cars in the parking lot? 30. Okay. So now that we know, we got this one. Let's figure it out. Since we know that n equals 30, 1/6 times 30 is 5. And 5 has a sunroof. So this circle has to add up to 5, which means 3. So this has to be also 2. How many cars has a sunroof? We figured that out. 5. Okay. All right. Now let's figure out this space. And then we know this one. Total 8 white car. There's 7. So this has to be 1. Now that leaves us just the purple. We know total has to be 30, so 30 take away 2 times, so take away, I'm going to kind of use this blue one, take away 2, take away 2 again, take away 1, take away 1, take away 5, take away 6, well that's 30, this is minus 5, this is minus 6, so this is 25 minus 6, which is equal to 25, 19, take away 6, so 13. So 13 is outside of our none of them. Okay, so that leaves us just answering the question. How many white cars, not sports, no sunroof, not sports, no sunroof. How many white cars are not sports and no sunroof? Right there, 1. How many sports car have sunroof and white? In other words, that's in the intersection. This is a sunroof, sports, and white. None. And last one, how many sports car are not white and then no sunroof? Right there, 6. So that's how we solve review question number 1.